Hey everyone, so today I'm going to teach you how to differentiate and it's super easy, okay? So once you get the method down and understand differentiation, it is really straightforward. There may be times further along in A level where it's more complex terms or complex rules and you need to use different things, but generally it is really straightforward. So in this video I'm going to explain differentiation and we're going to go over this example, and then after that you should probably know how to differentiate, and then you can apply it to other questions. I'd recommend practicing it, whether you can find some worksheets, or if you guys want it, I can make a practice video and you guys can try some questions. Just let me know down below if you're interested. So let's get into question number 1. So it says differentiate with respect to x. So that's important because you need to know what you're differentiating to respect with. Now, you're always, pretty much always going to get in the exams or questions, especially at A level, it's going to be like y is equal to blah, blah, blah. So in this case, y is equal to x cubed plus 3x squared minus 7x plus 9, okay? So the function is y, and it's going to be equal to, a variety of different x's, or x squared, x cubes in this case, okay? So in our case, we're going to have to differentiate y with respect to x. But differentiation doesn't mean just y with respect to x. You could have z is equal to y squared. Then you differentiate z with respect to y. It's really just what you're working with, so the letters you're going to be working with. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully it was clear. If you do have comments or questions throughout the video, just drop them down below and I'll get back to you there. So we're differentiating y with respect to x. So you need to write dy over dx, and you draw it just like that. So dy line dx, okay? And obviously if you're working with different letters, you would switch them up. So next thing you want to do is work with one term at a time. So let's start with the x cubed, okay? All you have to do when you differentiate is you times the term by its original power, okay? So our original power is 3 because it's x cubed, okay? So you times the whole term by that, it's going to be 3x cubed. Then after that, you just subtract 1 from the original power, okay? So we times it by the 3, subtract 1 from the power. It's going to give us 3x squared, okay? And let me know if that doesn't make sense or you want me to explain it a different way or anything like that, okay? So next term, we have 3x squared. And you can pause the video and give it a go if you want, but I'm going to go through it anyway. So 3x squared. The original power is 2, so we times the term by 2. So we have 6x squared. Take 1 away from the power, we're going to get 6x, okay? Now the last two things we have is 7x, so minus 7x, and a 9. So the 9 is known as a constant. I'll get to that in a sec. Whenever you have a plus x something, or plus 3x, in our case minus 7x, what you can do is just remove the x, okay? So you can cross out the x and it'll leave us with the minus 7. Now we can do that because the same rule applies, but it's just going to be easier just to cross out the x. And I'll explain why this works. So for example, let's say you have minus 7 times x, which means it's minus 7x to the power of 1, okay? So the 1's there, but we don't write it because it would just be too much effort, but the 1 is there, it's to the power of 1. So we would have minus 7x to the power of 1, so we times it by its power, which is 1, so it'd just be minus 7x. Then we take 1 away from the power of the x, which will give us x to the power of 0, because it's x to the power of 1 minus 1, giving us x to the power of 0. Minus 7 times x to the power of 0 is minus 7 times 1, because x to the power of 0 is just 1, okay? Anything to the power of 0 is just 1, okay? So that's why it leaves us with minus 7, okay? And you don't need to remember all that. Just for the purposes of differentiation, you can just say if it's something x, you can just get rid of the x, okay? And last but not least, we have minus 7, which is a constant. I mean, the clue's in the name. It's just constant. No matter what you put into the equation, it's always going to be the same number, okay? Because it doesn't have a variable of x in it. And constants are just going to disappear. So plus 9 is just going to disappear. Why is it going to disappear? Well, because 9 is 9 times 1. And 1 is also x to the power of 0, because anything to the power of 0 is 1, okay? So we're basically writing out 9 times x to the power of 0, and then we do the same thing. We bring the 0 to the front, so we times it all by 0, and well, it's already gone. We've times it by 0, okay? So that's why constants just disappear, okay? But you also don't really need to think about that. Maybe in a very niche question or something, but yeah. Constants disappear, but that's why they disappear, okay? Okay, so I've gone on quite a lot. I know I just answered the one question. If you want me to do more or do some practice questions with you guys, or whatever, or another topic, maybe not too complex, I don't know. Let me know what you guys want. You can drop it down below and I'll let you know whether I can help you out. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope it helped. Yeah, best of luck with your maths. See you later.